try! France have got the try! What a try for France!
Green was a striker, not a right winger.
Oh, Bruno! Oh, it's 4-2. Lewandowski's got a hat-trick too, and it's in! And RB Leipzig have scored! Oh, and he has! He has as well! Oh! It nearly went in!
Hey, who? Not John. I don't think it's John. Oh, it's not hidden. It's
32-30! Oh my god! Wow! Oh, take a bow. I'm standing up.
Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sport again. Today it is Atletico versus Athletic Bilbao, and we'll be watching along again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as usual. Today we're doing a bit of La Liga. As mentioned just then, don't hesitate to interact during this match. We love to hear what you got to say. So today, Athletic Bilbao are unchanged with Simon starting in goal, Leica, Vivian, Martinez, Balenciaga at the back, Berenguer, Vencador, Garcia, Munain in midfield, Garcia and Williams leading the line. Williams currently on 3 goals this season in La Liga, whereas Atletico Madrid, following their disappointing 0-0 draw midweek in Champions League, make a grand total of 6 changes. Felipe out the back, and in comes Trippier, Savage, and Renan Lodi. Carrasco, Koke, and Lamar out, with De Paul coming in, Trippier, Suarez, Felix out as well, Griezmann, Correa back in the lineup for today. So the match will get underway in due time. And let us know who you think is going to win this by the looks of the poll here. 100% have said Athletic Madrid for a moment, so yeah, this is a battle for the top of the table. You know, Atletico Madrid they're both on 10 points as it stands after 4 games. Sorry, that's wrong. Athletic Madrid are on 10 points. Athletic Bilbao are on 8 points. Whoever wins will go top of the table. If it's a draw, then Athletic Madrid go. Atletico Madrid. I need to say it right. Atletico Madrid go top, and Athletic Bilbao will just about leapfrog Real Sociedad in 4th place. So, let us know who you think is going to win. I will as well. I think Athletic Madrid will just edge this. Probably about 2-1. I do think there will be goals. I haven't had enough to watch them this season, but with Koke out and Lamar both out injured, it could change quite a bit. Griezmann and Correa, who didn't start Wednesday night, could be effective up front. And Griezmann did come on later on in the game, and also De Paul was not starting in midweek, so he could also be a bit fresher. But it looks like Atletico Madrid are going at 5 at the back, whereas the other night it was apparently a 4-4-2. I did not get to see the match, so we'll see what comes of it. And they're just in the tunnel now waiting, so and so Atletico Madrid come off this game after their 0-0 draw with Porto midweek at home at where we are now, which is the Wanda Metropolitano. They beat Espanyol just about last week 2-1 when trailing 1-0 at half time, thanks to a goal from Carrasco and Lamar. Carrasco in today, but Lamar out with injury. And apart from that, won all their games except for a 2-2 draw against Villarreal earlier in the season. So it looks like Atletico Madrid struggle a bit more at home. They only just beat Elche as well a few weeks back at home. So could Athletic Bilbao capitalise on this? They haven't lost a away game this season. That being said, they played Elche and Celta Vigo. Celta Vigo is no rollover opposition either, but they're starting off quite slowly. Could Athletic Bilbao capitalise and get 3 very precious points this Saturday afternoon? So as I mentioned, don't hesitate to get in touch. We should be underway just within 2 minutes, 4:15 kickoff. And so Marcelino, head of Athletic Bilbao since the beginning of this year, one of the first things that he did was win the Spanish Super Cup. And now they're, well, only 4 games in, but they look like they could be competing near the top end of the table, which would be good for Athletic Bilbao. It's been a while since we haven't seen them in competing at that higher end of the table. Even last season, just considering they finished 10th, which was it might be about right given their squad and given the rules that they have in place for their squad, but it's a shame nonetheless. And out for Athletic Bilbao today is just a handful of young players. If you look at typically Nolaxine, Paredes, Sanchez, they've got some decent young players coming through, but currently out injured. And Atletico Madrid will be looking for the win. I think they must think to themselves, given that Real Madrid didn't get Mbappe, given that Barcelona lost Messi, that this is a great chance to win La Liga again. Even though they won it last year, they probably still want to win it again. Unless they want to prioritise Champions League. I think it's also a good sign that if you can bring out the likes of Carrasco, Koke, Lamar, and bring in De Paul, Correa, Griezmann, you've got a reasonably good squad. And they should be hoping to go further in Champions League, but also pushing at the top end of La Liga. If the title race is over for them by, let's say, March, then that would be disappointing for Simeone, who is one of the highest paid managers in the world, if not the highest paid manager. And so, as mentioned before, Athletic Bilbao unchanged currently in their last game in La Liga, that was last week against Mallorca, 2-0. 2 goals coming from Vivian and Williams. All Spanish, all from that Basque region. Which is their policy, as we know. Vivian, a young, decent centre-back of 22. Could be one to watch out for. And it looks like we're just about to get underway. And we're off. So Athletic Bilbao to kick off from left to right, and in their very nice green kit, like this light shade of green. Wouldn't be allowed in Serie A, given that they're not allowed to wear green for their green screens on the advertisement boards. But both who play usually in a predominantly red kit. Athletic Bilbao being the away team, going for their away colours. And it's Hermoso on the ball, looking to penetrate that left hand side. He goes out for a throw. And will we see an Atletico Madrid that dominates possession in this match? Or will we see Athletic Bilbao maybe just edging it? I unfortunately haven't seen much of Atletico Madrid recently, but they are getting a bit more on the ball. Ooh, an early chance. Griezmann puts over the bar. Gets in front of the defender in the 16-yard box. Low cross. Very good chance. Atletico Madrid penetrating straight away in behind Athletic Bilbao's defence. And Griezmann's decent movement to get ahead of the defender. The shot is just unfortunately over the top of the bar. And as mentioned, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and get in touch in the comments, wherever they are on your YouTube. And the pass that goes to Suarez, he lets it go knowing that he's offside. It's very direct from Atletico Madrid, sorry. Instantly trying to look to get the ball forward. Now Bilbao in possession, in their defence. Just passing it between Martinez and Vivian. And now try to get it forward, but Atletico Madrid cut out the space quite efficiently. And Athletic Bilbao's high pressure manages to win back the ball. And DePaul just saying to calm it down. They're losing the ball easily because Athletic Bilbao have got decent pressure up in the opposition half. And DePaul on the ball, he manages to create some space, spreads it across field to the right hand side. Trippier passes it back. And now comfortably in possession. And Kondogbia tries getting it forward, but it's intercepted by Vivian. Oh, excuse me, by Leku. Now, Correa, can he get a shot away? No. Bilbao were just not giving him any space, despite him dribbling well, not giving him enough space to work with. Unfortunate for Correa. Correa, who's started the season well with 3 goals in 4 matches for Atletico Madrid. Couldn't get on the score sheet Wednesday though with the 35 minutes he played. And Kondogbia with the ball, trying to get it away. Comes back to Hermoso, sorry. Oh, and DePaul looks like he's climbed over, but he does that typical way you put your back into the player when he's jumping for a header. Dangerous play, but still a foul given to DePaul. I'm just showing a replay from Griezmann's shot before. He does well to get in front of the defender, but he's not on the right angle, especially for his left foot when it was probably a right-footed shot. Llorente creating that chance there. Llorente was a very polyvalent midfielder. I say that, he played right back the other day. Now he's in midfield today, apparently. Even though it's a 3-man midfield of 5-3-2, he's the one getting out wide, going to create those spaces. Really try and ask questions of Balenciaga. And Hermoso nearly loses the ball there. But Atletico Madrid keep maintaining possession. Kondogbia spreads it out wide to DePaul. Not got many options except for going back. And Atletico Madrid look like they have intentions of being very direct, but can't really control the play at the moment. And wide ball, the long ball over to Trippier just goes out of play for a throw-in. Bit sloppy there from Atletico Madrid. Marcelino Garcia coming up to 1 year of managing Athletic Bilbao in the month of January. Another Garcia on the side, given that they have Garcia in midfield and up front. Ball flicks it forward. Correa comes back to try and help. Kondogbia spreads out to Trippier. Can he find Llorente? And Llorente can run at Martinez here, but it's well blocked and it's out for a corner. The thing about Llorente's position is being a midfielder that tries acting as a winger really makes Bilbao unsure of how to follow him. Do they come out onto him, the fullback? Is it the midfielders who are supposed to take care of him? Makes it just a bit confusing for them. And so the corner to be delivered in by Trippier. And floating. And Jimenez tries getting onto it, but Correa's out wide now on the byline. Can he get a cross in? He's not given the time. And it's back to Renan Lodi. And Dogbia floats the ball in, and the header is just a bit too tame from Savage. Almost a diving header, but can't get the power on it from that floating cross from Dogbia. No trouble for Unai Simon there. And so there's another game in the Liga today, which was Rayo Vallecano winning 3-0 over Getafe. That puts them up to 7th place with 7 points out of 5 games. Just level on points with Sevilla, having played 2 games more. And Getafe, after 5 games, rock bottom with 0 points. Not looking good for them. Now a throw in for Bilbao, just near the halfway line. And it goes back to the defence. No need to rush it up front when they haven't really got control of the ball or control of the tempo of the game at the moment. Just passing it back between the defenders. And will we look to get forward? No, it's still spread around across the defence. Valencia Ziaga was looking to get it on his right foot and probably get a through floated ball in, but decided against it. Now it's Martinez. He's coming into Atletico Madrid's half. And the ball from Berenguer, who couldn't keep his balance. Oh, he's managed to keep the ball, surprisingly enough. And the ball across coming. Garcia just wasn't ready for it. A bit more reactive, he might have got on the end of it. Awkward position between the defender and the goalkeeper where he crosses that ball. But almost a bit surprising that Berenguer manages to keep the ball and then get the cross in. It's a lovely flighted ball in behind the defence. And back to Berenguer again. Flicks it over to try and avoid the tackle from Hermoso, but doesn't come to anyone. And Atletico Madrid look like it can break now with Carrera. It's Trippier. Can he find Llorente? Carrera? No. Bilbao's just completely cut off the spaces. All four defenders packed in one area. Hard to pass it between them. The same tactic leaves them open on the wide, but Atletico Madrid don't really have those wide players coming in like, I don't know, running Lodi or Trippier. They're not high enough up the pitch for the Atletico Madrid to be able to penetrate quickly on the break. If they attack out wide, it's going to be slow, so they're not exploiting this Bilbao defence enough. And it's corner for Athletic Bilbao. Can they make the most of this? There's a lot of pushing in the 16-yard box. And there's someone who falls over, but the ref's not whistled anything. Can Valencia get this in? Nope. Comes back out to Vivian. Can he get the cross in? He tries crossing it field to Minain, but Renan Lodi puts it out for a throw. Something's gone on here. Not really too sure what. Okay. Goal kick to Atletico Madrid. Poor play then. Not really sure what happened. The referee asked him to continue playing, but they just passed it out of play almost. And Martinez is saying that he was not only shoved but hit in the back, or kneed in the back during that corner there. So 10 minutes gone, it was still 0-0 here. And Jimenez getting out wide to Trippier. The floated ball gives Athletic Bilbao time to press Trippier and goes out for a throw now for Atletico Madrid. This Athletic Bilbao team remind me of Southampton last year with this 4-4-2, that they can press teams in certain positions of the pitch, but if you spread it out wide quick enough, then you can penetrate them correctly. But if you just keep it in one small space, then it's not going to be enough. They will press you hard and work extremely hard. And that's when Madrid's passing has been off. They need it to be a bit more direct, a bit more hit with a bit more conviction. They're just giving Bilbao time to get across the field. The throw in from Bilbao. Martinez clears it with pressure from Griezmann coming near his box. And Bilbao look like it can break here. Can he find Berenguer out wide? Yes. It's a one-on-one with Lodi. Can he get the better of him? Oh, and a nice, great ball through there for Leku. Oh, and no one gets him across. Unfortunate. Al Garcia just applauding there. Leku, who manages to storm forward and get cut inside to underlapping basically Berenguer to get the ball in afterwards. Great play. Athletic Bilbao still got it in a dangerous position if they can get the cross in. For the moment it seems like that Bilbao have not had a shot on target. I could be wrong in saying that. Vivian to Martinez. Martinez looking to get it forward every time, but no space is really opening up. And it's back to Unai Simon. Can he get this forward correctly now? So yeah, it looks like that Athletic Madrid are playing a very defensive 5-3-2. Or you could probably call that offensive. It seems very defensive at the moment, relying on Carrera and Griezmann to be bringing attacking impetus with just a bit of help from Llorente and maybe Trippier. And Carrera looks like he could just get in space now. Vivian cuts out the ball. Oh, it's Griezmann. But Griezmann now taking the throw, and he's got no support whatsoever. So it just seems frustrating if you're an Atletico Madrid fan. You're in the stadium now in the Metropolitano. You'd be frustrated to see that they're not really pushing to create chances against this Bilbao team. Jimenez puts the long ball in. Does he find Trippier? He does. And Llorente, can you get the cross in? No one's in the box, near that 5-yard box, near post. And that's where Llorente's cross comes in. Doesn't look, just puts it in. Poor ball in the end, but not enough movement from Atletico Madrid. And Griezmann gets a tame shot in. It's just cleared by Leku. I think I'm pronouncing that right, Leku. I could be wrong, and if anyone can correct me, please do so. And the cross comes in, Unai Simon grabs it. No real danger there. Gets nowhere near an Atletico Madrid player. So the polling has gone down, and 76% of you say that Madrid will win. Interesting. 10% say draw and 14% say Bilbao win. Could go anyway. At the moment it looks like Madrid have the better of chances, but that doesn't really mean a lot. For me, that Atletico Madrid aren't exactly dangerous in this game. And we're just going back to that cross from the initial one from Llorente, where Griezmann gets a very tame shot away and it's easily blocked. Just looking across at the games, and Arsenal taking the lead against Burnley with Odegaard. Watford have taken the lead against Norwich with Dennis, and that was a few minutes back. Norwich currently with no wins. And Bayern Munich after 46 minutes are winning 4-0 against Bochum. They can't take it easy, can they? And Fiorentina have gone 1-0 up, which they looked like the better team in that match when I was watching versus Genoa. And we're still 0-0 after 17 minutes here. So Savage getting a tackle in there, forcing the corner for Bilbao. Oblak wearing the armband today with Koke, their usual captain, out injured after Wednesday night. Minayin looks like he's discussing with Berenguer. Maybe wants to take it short. Griezmann's ready there to try and get onto Minayin if the pass is played short. And he puts it into the box. Ooh, and I think it's, to me it looked like Savage nearly put it in his own goal. No, it's Raul Garcia. Heads it just wide of the goal. But he's claiming a foul. Being pushed over by Savage while taking that header. Lodi. And DePaul gets it forward to Martinez. Martinez intercepts that. The ball going forward. A bit sloppy from DePaul there. Wasn't really no conviction on the pass. And Atletico Madrid trying to find a way forward. Llorente's on the ball. Can he find anyone? Just run down that wing. And he gets it to Trippier. And Llorente's found space at behind. Can he get across it? No. The deflection comes back off Llorente and it's a goal kick. Well played there from Trippier to get him in. Simple ball. And Trippier's now saying to him get the ball over the top next time. Which is probably something that Llorente's done false in this match. 3 times the cross he's attempted, low crosses. Or even 4 times, I think, more than that. They've not really found great chances. Maybe loft the ball next time. And the ball just gingerly goes into Madrid's box and no black recuperates. The intensity's definitely gone down from Bilbao after 10 more minutes from when I said after 10 minutes. Now we're at nearly 20 minutes. And Atletico Madrid can really just get on the ball. And Griezmann flicks it off to Correa, but he's not there. He didn't look before making the pass. And I'm struggling to see if we actually find the Griezmann that we saw at Atletico Madrid the first time round. I'd like to think so, because I think the system, particularly a 5-3-2, could work really well for him. And the Barcelona system that they played a 4-3-3, or depending on what Koeman played, which was a 3-5-2, whatever the system was, it just wasn't working at Barcelona. Griezmann needs to be some sort of hook for a defensive side and hold up play and manage to bring it forward himself, and they also have a lot of defensive duties. So under Simeone again, it should technically work. It remains to be seen, but I think it'd be a shame if a player like Griezmann couldn't make it at Atletico Madrid, particularly after the misery that was Barcelona. And Just Football saying hello. Hello there. How are we doing today? Kamboggia getting it forward, spreading it like I mentioned before. You've got to spread the ball against Bilbao if you want to stretch their defence. It's very compact. They press in very small spaces. But they lose the ball and Bilbao are on it. And Luku gets it back to Simon. My voice is low. I will shout. Yeah, I'll improve that. Don't worry about that. And Luku getting on the ball into Atletico Madrid's half. It's Bernard Berenger. I think I'm saying that right, Berenger. I'd like someone to correct me if I'm wrong on that. Looks like there's a foul to Bilbao here. Yeah, that was quite a bad foul from Kamboggia. Just comes across with his studs. Doesn't touch the player, but quite close to getting the studs in his chest. Kondogbia. I got that wrong as well. I said Kamboggia. Free kick, quite far out, not direct. Good chance for Bilbao. As I mentioned, I don't think they've had a shot on target yet. I'm not even sure they've had a shot, technically. Ball's brought in. It looks like it's Savic who's dealt with that. Kondogbia gets it away. Atletico can't really break. There's no one up there to break with. And Griezmann can see Correa can see the foul deep into Bilbao's half. Ah, terrific. Just football. Good to hear. And no real pressure from Atletico Madrid. They're just standing off a bit. Quite content to watch Bilbao attempt to get the ball forward without any real success. Defensive game. Force the error. And a foul to Bilbao. Sounds nice saying that. Foul to Bilbao. Looks like it's Munain who's down. Be the second or third time today that he's been down. Yeah, he just gets stood on by Llorente. No intention there. Munain, who's always been sought out and never moved from his home club. Oh, he gets it through to Martinez now. He's got space. Oof, what a chance. Extremely well defended there by Jimenez. Gets the tackle in. Rebounds back off Martinez. Just inattentive there, Atletico Madrid. And Munain's pass is perfectly weighted through. Just onto Martinez's left foot, and Jimenez throws himself in. The ball bounces back off Martinez. Goal kick to Atletico Madrid. And that should be a warning sign for them. And Madrid again failing to get it forward properly, so Bilbao back in possession. It's been really sloppy from Bilbao. I think, Madrid. It seems like there's no great intent to get it forward properly, just hoof it long, and it's a shame to see. I think this is the kind of play that Carrera and Griezmann love playing. Getting it long, trying to force errors from the defence, hold it up, bring the play forward. If there was Suarez and Felix on the pitch, it would be completely different. I think, as many neutrals would probably agree with me, Suarez and Felix is a bit more of an exciting front two to watch than these two. That being said, I don't think any team in the world would refuse having Correa and Griezmann as their front two partnership. Just be a bit worried of how they utilise today. Now the sun's just come out in Spain. Creating problems there for Simon, who hesitates to come for the cross. Luckily, no one there. Goes out for a goal kick. And so Simeone vocal on the side of the pitch. Nothing new there. And the ball just hastily goes to Oblak again. Hermoso on it. Jimenez. Back to Oblak. And now Williams is trying to pressure Oblak. Successfully done. Hoofed long from Oblak. Goes back to Unai Simon. Bilbao back in possession. And Bilbao getting forward with some really nice passing. Williams forces Jimenez out of position. Can the cross come in? No. Kondogbia gets ahead of it. Oh, and it's still in play. I didn't realise that. I thought it'd gone out for a corner. But Bilbao kept it in play and got a shot away. Yeah, Kondogbia heads it to Williams, who manages to just keep it in. Oh no. No, it is a corner. It is a corner. My mistake. And I could just see on another screen that Liverpool have gone 1-0 up against Palace. By Mane getting the goal. So Munain gets into some space. The cross comes in. Kondogbia again with his head on the ball. And it looks like it's Balenciaga. Back to Simon. It's back to the Bilbao goalkeeper. And Simon's just taking his time. Zegia again. To Martinez. To Vivian. And to Luku. Forward. Now there's real pressure from Atletico Madrid up front. Forcing the long ball from Bilbao. And Hermoso is fouled. By Garcia. No real contact, but a useless tackle to make. He was forcing Hermoso towards his goal. No need to make that tackle. And a free kick to Atletico Madrid. We're 28 minutes in, still 0-0 between these two teams. And the long ball from Jimenez. Dealt with by Martinez. Oh, but DePaul is back on the ball, just outside the box. Lets it run. Oh. Griezmann lets it run and Bilbao pick it off again. And they look like they can break. No, Jimenez stops it. It was Berenguer again who just ran at the Madrid defence there, and Jimenez had to intercept there. When the ball's conceded, it's Griezmann, DePaul, sorry. Martinez just cuts it out again, but a foul has been given. I'm confused about that. He's been given a yellow card. Looked like a perfectly clean tackle. Just a misplaced pass from DePaul. Oh, it's Danny Garcia. When DePaul made the pass, he must have got a foot in afterwards. Yeah, by the looks of it, that is it. He body checks DePaul just after DePaul successfully gets the ball out of his feet. And a free kick to Atletico Madrid. Bit lucky there, given that the ball was already out of DePaul's possession, so... Now it's played short for once. Lodi. To DePaul. DePaul gets past one. Gets it to Lodi. The ball looks a bit heavy. Got very little chance to cross it here. Right out by the side of the pitch. DePaul, can he get a shot away? The curling shot goes over. Well over. He tried, but the angle was unfavourable and the shot was... He tilted too far back when he took it. Most on the ball. And DePaul gets it back to Kondogbia, but a bit light the pass. The passing has been off today from both teams. Could be better. Trippier gets out to Llorente. And Kondogbia. DePaul. Correa. Oh, brilliantly let past. Oh, that was just brilliant. Can he get a shot away? Touch was too heavy. Touch was too heavy outside the box and he can't get out of his feet. But great play to let the ball come through and take out the defender without even touching the ball. And Lodi is called offside. I think that might be the first offside in the game. Just going back to the replay. Oh, it's a handball, not even an offside. The ball was great from Kondogbia, just lightly weighted on his left foot. Lodi accidentally handles it. And Martinez, looking to get forward again. Gets back to Zegia. Martinez floats it in. No one there. Near Atletico Madrid's right corner flag. No black, just gets it away. But his clearances again have all been unsuccessful today. No black, from what I remember. And Martinez in possession. 32 minutes gone, 0-0 between these two teams. None look exactly comfortable, but none look like they have clear-cut chances either. And it's Hermoso to the pole. Put under a lot of pressure from Garcia. Oh, sorry, that was Leku. Concedes the foul, Leku. The pole drawing some decent fouls, but not really in the game with his technique. When trying to bring it forward, his passes are a bit misplaced, and that's what you want the pole to do properly, is those forward passes. A great asset for Udinese and a great transfer for Atletico Madrid. And I think he needs to be utilised in a bit more of an advanced role. Really get him in the game. Maybe not against that opposition like Athletic Bilbao. On Correa intercepts it really well there. Can he get a shot weight? Blocked by Vivian. Poor there by Bilbao. Garcia just letting the ball run too much, and Correa capitalises. Can't make the most of the chance though. And it's Leku on the ball. Martinez looking to get into that space again. To Balenciaga. And it's Munayin who loses the ball there. Correa in his own half. Trippier gets it to the pole. The pole finds himself some space. Can he spread the ball? To Lodi, he does. Lodi can get into decent position here. The cross is terrible. Finds no Atletico Madrid players. And it's Berenguer who's in his own corner flag trying to get the ball away. Griezmann can only partially defend that. Throw into Bilbao. Yeah, Garcia, when that chance for Correa there, he doesn't get his body behind the ball. He just lets it run onto his foot, and Correa just pips it off him, and Vivian's quick to react to block the shot. And the throw in here. Badly taken. Garcia puts it out for an Atletico Madrid throw-in. Jamie saying, hi Seb, coming to you from Bolton Wanderers, currently losing 0-2 to Rotherham at half time. How's the League One for you, Jamie? Don't think he can hear me. I think he's got other things going on in his ears. And Kondogbia gets fouled there by Garcia. Or is Garcia getting fouled by Kondogbia? His arm flails across Garcia's face, but Garcia was pulling all over his shirt. Bit of a tussle for the ball by both of them there. And it looks like Kondogbia gets the first yellow card of the game. Yep, Kondogbia getting that yellow card. Dangerous one to get, given that he's this defensive midfielder who's trying to cut off everything. "36 minutes gone." They're saying that all the attacks from Athletic Club are twice down the right hand side, twice down the middle, and 3 times down the left hand side, which I don't know whether I saw many down the left hand side. It didn't seem to make that much sense to me, but yeah. Cross comes in. A goal kick for Madrid. Trippier on the ball. Jimenez. Hermoso. And just the 3 at the back staying there, keeping the ball. Jimenez tries getting it over to Trippier. But Balenciaga manages to get his head on it. Throw into Madrid. Llorente to Griezmann. Can Griezmann break through this midfield? Gets it to Trippier. Back to Griezmann. There are no real options. The only one that you can see is either Lodi on the far left or Correa in the box, and Correa's not the tallest. Llorente's cross just goes to no one. But they get it back on the edge of the box, Madrid. Floated cross from Llorente, but he doesn't look up again. Correa peels back to try and get into the penalty spot. He does float it this time, Llorente, but he doesn't do the right thing and look before the cross. And now it's back with the Atletico Madrid defence. No real pressure from Bilbao. I think they're content to hold on to half-time here. Griezmann is down and it looks like Martinez might be shown a yellow card. No. I think he gets an elbow in the back. I'm not sure it's that painful, even if Griezmann is on the ground. And Madrid just passing it back to the defence. And Llorente, under pressure from Martinez, tries keeping it in, but no one's there except for Martinez. Bilbao back on the ball. Ooh, and badly given away by Munet in there. And Bilbao could be in trouble from this. Lodi out on the left. Pulls it back to Hermoso. Correa can't find a space. De Paul with a bit more farther out. Gets it into Llorente. No. He miskicks the ball to get it across the goal. Well worked there by De Paul. Finds himself in a bit of space. Manages to float it just over the Bilbao defence. Llorente just miskicks it. Completely misses the ball. Unfortunate from him there. And the header from Lecou there in his own half. Gives it back to Madrid and De Paul's on the ball. Manages to turn Lecou. And Berenguer. Llorente's on the ball to Trippier. Can he get the cross in? No one on the end of it again. Extremely frustrating this from Madrid that they've trying to get crosses in, cross after cross, when Correa and Griezmann are probably the two smallest on the pitch. Yeah, Savage just climbing all over Garcia there for a foul. A free kick from Martinez to Lecou. He's got a bit of space. Brings it back to Berenguer. But no real danger brought from that. 5 minutes till half time and it's still 0-0 here at the Wanda Metropolitano. And Balenciaga in possession. Martinez to Unai Simon. Now starting to get under a bit more pressure, this Bilbao defence. I think that's one thing he must have insisted from Correa and Griezmann. Williams is in. Has he beat the offside trap? He gets shot over the bar. The ball goes over the top and they just catch Madrid out there really well. It looks like Hermoso's keeping Williams onside, but the ball just spontaneously over the top. Williams lets it probably bounce too much and gives Hermoso too much time to get back, and he can't get a shot away properly. Good chance there from Bilbao, just unfortunate. Again, dare I say unfortunate. De Paul. The pass was just ahead of Llorente, and now Bilbao back on the ball in Madrid's half. And Munain in some space. Gets it back to Garcia. Munain on the ball again. Not got too much time, but gets the cross in. And it's Kondogbia again who gets his head on the ball. Madrid are calling for a foul. Referee says nothing. Great cross in. Jimenez again with his head on the end of that ball. That really dangerous cross. Williams unfortunate not to connect with it. Unfortunate again, there I say it. Unlucky not to connect with it. Yeah, Beringer trying to go over for a penalty there. It's a weak shove in the back. I don't know whether that could be given. Simeone calling for a yellow card for simulation. I get his point. And now Bilbao I've seen that these long balls are quite effective, so get them in and Atletico Madrid won't know how to deal with them, which is turning to be true. Londi trying to get on the end of a long ball. Vivian just going to protect that to go out. Oh, Lecu, sorry. No real danger from either team in this match. Bit of a tedious affair at the moment. And the goal kick from Simon to come. .43 minutes gone and it's still 0-0 between these two teams. And now it's Oblak with the long kick. Yeah, I think both teams are going to be looking to go into half-time not losing. Doesn't look like any team is bringing enough to lose at half-time. Oblak throwing it out to Trippier. Trippier only got Llorente in front of him. No other options if not. And there he just tries passing it down the line. Bit swerved and Bilbao back in possession. Back to Martinez. Ball across field. The crew manages to get it, but it's back to Hermoso. And DePaul picks up the loose ball from Hermoso. No foul on Correa there, which looked like a foul to me. Shoved in the back, but now a Bilbao break. Beringer cuts back the ball to Garcia. And it's half time. No extra time whatsoever. Extra time, no added time. Which is not surprising. Not been too many stoppages in play. Been more of a tedious affair than anything else. So, what does it look like at half time for both teams? Well, if we look, only 2 yellow cards at the moment, one for Kondogbia and one for Danny Garcia within a very short space of time. If you look at the ratings, look DePaul with one of the highest ones, from probably because he's got on the ball, sometimes has missed his passes, but has been active in the Atletico Madrid's build-up play. Only lost possession 7 times. If you look at Trippier, for instance, lost possession 9 times, 22 passes out of 28. Not his best game, and not really been getting in the right positions from what I've been seeing. Londi was a bit more active in that second part of the first half, trying to get forward, trying to bring that width. The only way to defeat a 4-4-2 in the modern game is probably with some sort of width. At the beginning, Lodi and Trippier were very reluctant and didn't really bring much danger. Didn't matter as much for Trippier because Llorente would come into that space and provide that width. I think he attempted about 5 different crosses. Not a lot of them were successful, but he did attempt them nonetheless. Kondogbia is there just to cut off play in midfield. DePaul has a very free roam role around this 6 area, but also going forward. It kind of overlaps with Correa and Griezmann, who are trying to drop off, and DePaul trying to play a further role. I think DePaul looks like the most dangerous of Atletico Madrid's players. But with Griezmann and Correa being very drop-back style players, I don't see it working at the moment. If you have Suarez in there, I think it'd be a lot more effective with DePaul in that space. Savic, Jimenez and Hermoso there's not much to say. I think Jimenez has been I'm going on the rating as well, the most solid of both of them. He's intercepted quite a lot of the crosses, got his head on it, been that solid centre of the three. On Bilbao's side, Garcia's got a 6.6, and I'm not convinced by that. I think, yeah, he's tried to get active in play, but he's not really been effective whatsoever. He's lost the ball cheaply a few times, a few cheap fouls as well. He probably could have got a card instead of the other Garcia. And Williams, I've not seen much of him except near that end where he got that shot over the bar. I don't think Bilbao's players have been particularly good. Munain's been a bit quiet. Garcia's been sloppy. Berenger's brought some danger going forward, which is positive, but then there's no end product with the crosses or either the finishing. I have to say that I was impressed with Bilbao's defending. They may have lost the ball cheaply in their own half sometimes, but it was solid. It was Atletico Madrid didn't have any real chances, and that's because they've kept a great shape at the back, Bilbao. So, impressed with them for the moment, and Simon and Oblak both have had nothing really to do, despite their long balls being quite misplaced. So, possession here, it says 51% to Madrid, 49% to Bilbao, probably about right. I'm not convinced by this statistic. Shots 5 to Madrid, 1 to Bilbao. On target, it's 1 to Madrid and none to Bilbao, which I'm not convinced about. I think there was a header from, I want to say Vivian near the first half, or Garcia, where he was fouled. And then there was also that shot near the end from Williams, so I'm not sure about this stat. They have had more corner kicks, Bilbao, but not really got shots out at the end of it. Big chances, it says 1 to Madrid here and none to Bilbao. So this kind of paints a picture of itself. Been a poor quality game so far. I think I do hope for a better second half, but I'm not convinced that it will come.
Surely, France have got the try.
We'll see what happens after that. But I'm going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. And we're back for the second half, which should start in about 5 minutes. Go over a few results today. Today in the Premier League, Wolves losing 2-0 to Brentford. Recording no shots on target. Worrying now for Wolves as they sit 16th in the table on 3 points. And quite worrying performance. Then Arsenal beating Burnley 1-0. That keeps Burnley in the relegation zone with a goal from Martin Odegaard. Liverpool winning 1-0 with a goal from Mane. Still 0-0 between Manchester City and Southampton. Norwich 1, Watford 1. The goals coming from Timo Pukki and Dennis. And then Aston Villa Everton will be later on in the evening. In Liga 1, Lens versus Lille is still 0-0 after 11 minutes. Lille having drew midweek against Wolfsburg 0-0 in the Champions League. And in the Bundesliga, 0-0 between Arminia Bielefeld and Hoffenheim. 1-0 Augsburg beating Mönchengladbach. So Mönchengladbach still struggling despite having got that decent 1-1 draw against Bayern Munich on the first day of the season. And Bayern Munich 7, Bochum 0, 84 minutes gone. Sané, Kimmich, Gnabry, Lampropoulos getting an own goal. Lewandowski, Kimmich getting a second, and Choupo-Moting getting all those goals. 0-0 between Mainz and Freiburg. And in Spain, it is currently 0-0 between Atletico Madrid and Bilbao. And earlier on the day, Rayo Vallecano beat Getafe 3-0. So those are the results today. As it stands, Atletico Madrid are currently top of La Liga with 11 points. That can be changed by either Real Madrid or Valencia, who both sit with 10 points after 4 games, but both play against each other tomorrow at Valencia. So big clash that. Can Valencia continue their good run of form? They've started the season very solidly, and it's looking like the old Valencia again. Jimenez, manager, brought in and reinvigorating that squad. So should be a good watch to see. Good match to watch. And Ancelotti back at Real Madrid. How is it going? I'd love to say I'd know, but I've not watched Real Madrid yet. They beat Inter in the Champions League in midweek. They looked like the inferior side, but they still got the 1-0 win from that goal from Rodrigo, and it's a bit more interesting to watch now rather than Zidane's version of Real Madrid. So see what happens tomorrow. Could be a good watch if Spanish League is to your taste. Kirsty Stano saying hi. Hello. So any minute now the second half should be getting underway. All to be seen now.
Surely, France have got the try! What a try for...
And as it stands, 0-0 between Atletico Madrid and Athletic Bilbao. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm not currently saying, unfortunately, the match is not underway yet, but don't hesitate to get in touch. Any comments, anything on your mind, love to talk to you all. And we're just waiting for the second half to get underway, which it should anytime soon. We'll keep our eye out, obviously. I hope we are. Hope we will. Steve McDonald saying chance of Atleti winning La Liga. I don't really know. It's hard to say, isn't it? Sorry for the technical issues. As was mentioned, Atleti's chances of winning the Liga, I think they're good. I think they're very good chances that they can win the Liga. Particularly, as mentioned, Madrid didn't get Mbappe. So you'd have to think that that would have changed everything, or changed a lot. Barcelona lost Messi and Griezmann. Not only lost Griezmann, but lost Griezmann to a rival. If Griezmann can help Atletico Madrid win La Liga this season, would it be as bad as when Suarez went to Atletico Madrid and then helped them win the Liga? Because this is Barcelona feeding their rivals. So I think Atletico Madrid's chances are very good. Yeah, really good. And now maybe this is Atletico Madrid's chance to assert some dominance on the La Liga. I'm not saying dominance for years to come, because that probably won't happen given the financial resources of both Real Madrid and, well, Barcelona. Not really, but now that Barcelona are where they are, shouldn't Atletico Madrid want to take their place? I'd suggest so. And they've probably got the best strength and depth if you look at their squad. As I mentioned at the beginning, you can take out Suarez, Felix, and bring in Correa, Griezmann. That's not bad. You can take out Koke, Carrasco, and Lamar, and bring in Llorente, De Paul, and Trippier. That's great depth. Now just coming out for the second half. So I don't know what the odds are for Atletico Madrid winning the league. I did put it in my accumulator at the beginning of the season with Atletico Madrid to win the league, and I can't remember the others in each other league, but I definitely put Atletico Madrid. I thought their chance would be really good. Still not exactly convincing the way they play, but then again, when has it been? Even last season when they won, it was never convincing when they played. So I think the Spanish league is getting extremely weak, so this might be their chance to start dominating it. So just getting underway here. Anytime soon. And now Atletico Madrid to kick off the second half, kicking from left to right. And we're underway. First instinct from Jimenez is to boot it long, but Bilbao back in possession. Bouncing ball, Garcia tries to control it, just kicks it out of play. Okay. I think we know what's going to happen in the second half a bit, or we know what the style of football might be played. Now it's Oblak. Gets out to Trippier. Trippier gets it back to Savage. So I've just received messages saying that Southampton got a penalty against City, so that'll be interesting. And it looks like Lodi's got a chance to break. Can he get the cross in? Correa. What a header. It looked like it was going wide, but I think Vivian touches it and it goes out for a corner. Athletic Bilbao just get caught a bit high up the pitch, and Lodi's got space to run into, gets into the box. He looks for the cross. I know it's Correa who gets it wide. No touch from Martinez in the end. And Kyle Walker's been sent off in that match. Wow. That is one I may want to watch. And apologies, I just had my attention diverted there. De Paul to take this corner now for Atletico Madrid. Just waiting on that now. No penalty and no card for Walker. They haven't given a penalty. I'm confused. Sorry, I'm talking about another match. I'm getting distracted. So Bilbao put it up, lob it upfield. Oblak to Savic. Yeah, Steve McDonald saying if Real Madrid are going to mess it up, they're going to mess it up in defence. Completely agree. How can their starting lineup defence is Nacho, Militao, and Alba and Carvajal, if I'm not wrong. That doesn't strike any sort of... That doesn't reassure me as a first line of defence. So their second line of defence surely can't be better. I fail to see how a team can take out a Ramos and a Varane and still dominate a league. I can't see it. I really can't. They might surprise me. And Ancelotti will surely try and rely heavily on their attack, as he often does. Oh, and Williams is in now. Great dribbling. Oh, and he puts it wide. Oh, that was a great chance. Oblak closes the angle, but Williams should be looking to hit the target there. Rolls the ball on the ground, but Bilbao getting too easily there. Terrible tackle from Jimenez to let Williams in. Williams just completely has him. Now Bilbao look like they're in the ascendancy. Bilbao in possession, passing it really quickly and spreading it across the field quite quickly. Just the ball from Garcia goes out for a goal kick. Badly placed pass there. Or too heavy, shall I say. Beats Oblak, and that could have been... That's a really good chance. Oblak's quick off his line, but still, Williams should be doing better there. Long ball from Oblak, and Bilbao in possession. And Trippier on the ball. Gives it away to Bilbao. Bilbao's high pressure is troubling Atletico. But now, De Paul finds himself in acres of space. As does Lodi. Good tackle there from Lecu. But gives it back to De Paul. And Kondogbia, can he do anything with the ball? Puts it out of play. Poor. Really poor. Puts it behind Trippier. And it's Felix and Suarez who are warming up, which is probably the right choice. Yeah, just showing a replay of that Williams chance. Without doubt, the biggest chance of the game. I think Oblak might have had that down below when he dives to his left. If it were on target. Just looks like there's a little stoppage here. And Kondogbia looks like he's limping ever so slightly. And it's Bilbao. Martinez. Correa applying light pressure to the defence in their own box. And Lecu's on the ball. Vivian. Garcia dropping into the pocket in between the two strikers. Back to Martinez. It's to Balenciaga. Martinez. And Atletico Madrid look comfortable here in a adaptable 5-3-2. Llorente is the one who pulls out of the three to try and apply pressure, but also to add some attacking potency. Support for Griezmann and for Correa. And now Bilbao just staying in possession in their own half, but Madrid just upping the tempo a bit with their pressure. And it's a throw into Madrid. I think Bilbao now are trying to choose their times so that they can properly press them and then win the ball back in the most awkward situation for Madrid. if they continue the whole match trying to apply high pressure, then they're not going to get anything from this match. Long from Oblak. And these long balls from Oblak are what's almost hindering Madrid at this point. The long balls are being won back by Bilbao. They're getting every first ball that's long from him. It's just that they can't find proper balls through forward. They've only managed to create great chances when Atletico Madrid have basically made the errors. Le Cocaine saying if Atletico win, I'll be rich. So what's your accumulator there? Tell me, I want to know. Lodi. I'm not sure Madrid will win. I think, well, Bilbao have had the best chance of the game, without doubt. But Madrid don't look like they look the better team, ever so slightly. Even that's hard to say. I think a draw would be a fair result, given what's going on right now. And it's DePaul. DePaul's trying to find little spaces in midfield so he can start spreading the ball, and it's working to a certain degree. I still don't think Griezmann and Correa are the right partnership for a DePaul player. Trippier looks to get the cross in. Great cross. Oh, heavy touch from Correa there. I think he takes it out for a goal kick. Looks like Trippier's going to put the cross in into the 16-yard... Well, a high, powerful cross into the 16-yard box. But he just gets a short pass in, and it creates a great chance for Correa, and he can't get his feet sorted, and it goes out for a goal kick. And it's Herrera who comes on for Kondogbia. And it looks like Suarez is coming on as well, which is an interesting change. I think a Suarez is necessary to be really on that last Bilbao defender. I think Vivian's had too much of an easy ride this match. So Carrasco looks like he's coming on as well. So it's 3 changes. Lodi coming off, which I think is also the right one. Lodi was not sure how to attack. In the second half, he started getting into better positions. Probably because Bilbao opened up those positions for him, but he was not sure how to attack properly. I think Lodi could be a decent player. I just don't think he is at the moment. He's 23, still quite young. 3rd season at Madrid, nonetheless. But Carrasco is a much more effective player, especially in that wing-back role. So Suarez on for Griezmann, which is also probably the right decision. I think Correa's shown that he can add something to this game. I mean, Correa's the one who's dropping back more than Griezmann, and he's the one bringing more attacking threat. So it makes complete sense. And Kondogbia maybe just because of the yellow card. And Herrera isn't the worst substitute ever to put on. I think a very competent midfielder. So no changes from Athletic Madrid, Bilbao for the moment. And it's Carrasco looking to run Lecou. The ball gets mine and Carrera jumps onto it. Well defended by Vivian. Now this is what I'm talking about a bit more. That Carrera puts Vivian under a bit more pressure. I think Martinez... Sorry for the technical difficulties. It's just problematic. Apologies. But Madrid's starting to find a bit more of a rhythm. Maybe the substitutes make a change. I guess when you bring on someone like Carrasco, who's in my opinion, very underrated player. Suarez, who's still very competent in a forward position, and Herrera, there's got to be something there. I say that just as Suarez completely misplaces the pass, and Vivian deals with that with his head, no problem. Savic just getting a bit more forward to put Minayin under pressure. It looks like Felix is getting prepared to come on, so that's even more interesting. I think Felix comes on, then you have to say that Correa comes off. No question about it. I think Suarez and Correa, I've mentioned this multiple times during the stream, but Correa and Suarez Suarez and Felix is a much more exciting and interesting front line rather than Griezmann and Correa. No disrespect to those two players, terrific players, but it's just a bit more exciting when you've got someone like Suarez who can stay on the last defender and Felix who can roam in about and has such flair. Minain keeping the ball, and it's Garcia who puts it out. And the throw into Atletico Madrid. Oh, sorry, it was Garcia, but the wrong Garcia. I was thinking of another one. Pot luck there. And Carrasco dribbling Luku. Suarez just outside the box. Tries dropping it in for the Paul. But Minain keeps the ball, and this could be a card for Herrera. Herrera's been brought on for Kandogbia. Probably because he's on a yellow card, and he might get a red for this. This looks like a dangerous tackle. Yeah, that to me is a red card. He scissors him, he lunges in, he has his studs showing despite not touching the player with his studs. For me, that's a red card. And I think he'd be very lucky to stay on if... apparently no card has been given, so... That's a strange one. He does take the ball, but it's still a dangerous tackle. And it's Correa who comes off for Felix. So, most likely no change in system from Simeone. Now, I'm not sure how much Felix likes playing in this defensive system of Atletico Madrid. But he'll have to shine now if he wants to get a win for his team. Madrid just about passing their way out of Bilbao pressure just outside their own box. And to come back to what McDonald said, about Valverde and Camavinga. I like Valverde. I've always liked him as a player. I just don't think he's someone that you rely a lot of the team on. And Camavinga is an excellent signing. He's absolutely brilliant for his age. And he was the one who provided the assist the other day for Rodrigo, I think. I think it was him, that surge forward. He could be great for Madrid. He really could. But I still don't think he's the one that's going to help Madrid push for the title. I think he's great for squad depth, without doubt. And we're saying that just as Carrasco gets into a decent position, and the coup gets himself in the way. Vivian clears the ball. Garcia looked to break, but was tripped over. By the looks of it, by Paul. So Marcelino looks like he's going to make his first change of the match. Yeah, it looks like the Paul trips over Garcia. For me, that's a clear foul, and it could be a yellow. The Paul has got away with a couple today. And Minain has come into a much more central role this second half. Seems like he's occupying that centre, like a centre midfield role or a number 10 role. But I think that leaves Bilbao with 3 in the midfield. Hard to deal with such players like Herrera, Llorente and De Paul if you're only playing with 3 against that. And Minain acting as a very free-roaming player. And I'm not sure what's happened here to a Bilbao player. I can't see which one. Looks to have hurt his back. But with no contact, just from the tackle. So it looks like it's Villaliba coming on in place of Williams. I think the only thing we'll take away from Williams' match, either that shot that went over the bar at the beginning, or unfortunately that missed one-on-one earlier on. Not been in the game whatsoever. And no, can't tell what's happened right now. Throw in for Atletico Madrid. Comes back to Jimenez inside his own box. Trippier manages to nutmeg Bernard manages to nutmeg him twice, actually. Nutmeg Berenger. Once the pass, once the dribble. So both strikers have come off. Garcia coming on for another Williams, Nico Williams. So I think we can see where Marcelino thinks he needs to improve the side. And Trippier out wide, got space to cross it. Pulls it back to Herrera. Tries getting through to Suarez, who's on Martinez. Can pull it back to Trippier out wide. Can he get the cross in? Decides to go for Llorente on the corner of the box. To Herrera. Floated cross in. Lecou managed just to get his head on it before Carrasco can, but Felix intercepts it. Oh, and Carrasco does brilliantly. Well dribbled there. Roulette, and Felix gets past his player to the byline. Cross is blocked by Vivian. Carrasco on the ball. Can he bring some light to the party? No. Defended well by Bilbao. And this is what we want to see. This is what Carrasco, this is what Felix bring to the game. They excite us when we see them play. Can the cross come in from De Paul? It can. Oof. I'm not sure if Simon touches that. Simon, I think he does. Suarez barely makes an attempt to get on the end of that ball, but it still goes out for a Madrid corner. And Trippier to take this corner. Goes in, and it looked like it just went over Savic's head. Now Llorente's back in possession. Felix on the ball. Looks like he wants to take him on. Decides against it. Carrasco to Felix. They're out wide on the left. Looking to get that ball in. Can get it to De Paul, who has space on the edge of the box. Close down quickly. The floated ball to Trippier is just intercepted there. And Balenciaga is starting to have a bit of a difficult second half. Dealing with it for the moment. And that was a foul throw by Balenciaga, but not called up. Doesn't matter. Madrid are back in possession quite quickly. Carrasco. Crossfield to Trippier. And it just can't penetrate this Bilbao defence properly. Very solid performance from Vivian and Martinez. Lecou as well. I'm less convinced by Balenciaga, but all four have actually put in their shift properly, and can't really complain from Bilbao's defensive point of view. That's probably why Marcelino has only changed the front two, Williams and Garcia, and brought on another Williams just for fun's sake, with two Williams on the pitch and two Garcia. This is a free kick now for Bilbao. Martinez to take the free kick. Brings it back to Unai Simon. And Suarez is the only one up top. So it looks like Madrid have gone for a more conventional, well, not conventional, it almost looks like a 5-2-2-1. So Felix and Llorente acting as those two supporting strikers for Suarez, and Herrera and De Paul acting as deeper lying midfielders. Again, disappointing to see De Paul in a much deeper role, but why not? If it means that Atletico Madrid play higher up the pitch and De Paul still plays quite a creative midfield role, I can see that working. Trippier. Bring it back to Savic. De Paul just skips past his man. Yeah, it skips past Vencedor easily. And Carrasco trying to get the cross in. Unsuccessful. And Carrasco's almost been transformed since coming back from China. So it seemed like an odd one when he went to China in the first place, and then he came back to Atletico Madrid. And now this wing-back role is almost his own. A very, very good wing-back. And Williams can break. He's got support from Benninger. He gets past Jimenez. But Jimenez puts in a great last-ditch tackle to get a corner for Bilbao. And Jimenez is furious. Ah, I see why. I see why. Benninger looks to have handled it when he intercepts it in his own half. Great tackle from Jimenez to recover and get to Williams and concede the corner. Corner now to Bilbao. 70 minutes gone. So 80% thinking Madrid will win at this point. That's the current situation in the poll. 10% think draw, 9% think Bilbao. Bilbao had the best chance of the game. That chance from Williams earlier on. Cross comes in. Jimenez gets his head on it. And Felix does just about too. It's a free kick to Madrid, and Carrasco plays it quickly. Can he get Suarez in? If he can, he's in on goal. Oh, just too slow, and Bilbao get back, but Carrasco's still got a chance here on the ball. If he can pull the ball back properly. Cross comes in, and Suarez tries getting ahead of Vivian, but falls over, asking for a foul. Carrasco plays a ball into Suarez, and Suarez is onside, kept onside by Vivian, but can't get out of his feet. The pass could have just been a bit further ahead of a goal. But then the ball back in for Suarez is a beautifully weighted cross. Vivian does have his hands on Suarez. He does have his arms all over Suarez. That could have been given. Then credit to Balenciaga in the first action, getting back and putting Suarez under that pressure to make sure that he can't get in on goal and forcing him to turn. Ooh, unconvincing from Savic there, passing it back to Oblak with his head. Now Trippier just manages to get Villalba off the ball. And Bilbao pushing, they're both starting to attack end to end. Quite making for a more interesting game. And Muniain's got time after skip past Savic. He skips past him too easily again in the 16-yard box. Can Villalba get the shot away? No. And well defended there by, I think it was Carrasco. And Williams has got so much space in the box there. Well defended by Hermoso. And Madrid are defending for their lives here. Carrasco gets the tackle in there. Just showing a replay of Felix skipping on the field, and Vivian putting in an important tackle on the edge of the 16-yard box. Vivian, as I mentioned, he didn't have a lot to do in the first half, being that sitting back defender. Griezmann and Correa didn't really threaten him behind. But now Suarez is starting to hold Vivian and challenge him, and he's doing a very good job of it. I can't think of Atletico Madrid having too many chances. Well, too many clear chances because Vivian's been out of place. And Llorente's on the ball. Can he get a shot away? Hits the post. Oh! I think Simon might just have got a hand to that. But just about dealt with by Bilbao, and Madrid are still in possession. Savage. To Herrera. Sorry, just had all your technical problems. And Jimenez on the ball. Atletico Madrid keeping it just in their own half quite simply. Well, now I say that, and just Hermoso gets it across field to Trippier, who's got more than enough space. Herrera. De Paul. And so, yeah, as I mentioned before, now Felix and Llorente are acting as those supporting strikers. And Villalib now on the ball. Gets it to Munain. And Munain is really helping in that. He's not got on the ball too much, but in that central role, he's really creating enough openings for Bellagio, for Villalib, for Williams, to just run at defenders properly. Whereas in the first half, it was just 2 against 3, and it just seemed a bit stagnant, where they didn't really create proper chances for themselves. Now that Munain has stepped in behind that defence, it just causes a bit more problems for Atletico Madrid, given that Trippier and Carrasco aren't exactly doing much defending. So now Trippier's just come off for Kuna. And that's all of Simeone's substitutes used. Goal kick to Atletico Madrid currently. And Bilbao have only used 2 substitutes during this match. I'm wondering if more will come. 76 minutes gone. Herrera getting it forward to João Felix. And that's it. That's a yellow card for Vencedor. It's a clear yellow card. He pulls Felix back intentionally. But now Felix gets a yellow card too. And a red card. He's been shown a red. Felix has been shown a red card. I'm baffled. I don't know what's happened. So Atletico down to 10 men. Yeah, the foul was for Felix. Pulled on Felix's shirt. So he's given him a second yellow card, but I don't even know where the first yellow card came from, or is it a straight red card? I need some help on this. It looks like he's been given a yellow card, then a red card. And Felix is kicking bottles or kicking something while going off the pitch. Visibly annoyed. I think all of Atletico Madrid fans are. I think I'm a bit shocked. I thought that was a foul to Atletico Madrid, and yeah, he's given a yellow card, then a red. And he's now given a yellow card to Savage. This is not going well for Madrid. Oh well, hello Kirsty. So Simeone not looking too agitated. Just telling his players to calm down. It seems like the obvious thing, doesn't it? So now it looks like Bilbao will make 2 changes. And it's Munain coming off, which I think makes a lot of sense. He's not been active enough in the game, coming off for Morsillo. And now, given the red card, Bilbao should realistically be looking to win this game. And Vesga coming on for Vencedor. So, not sure how attacking Morsillo is. Hard to tell. But maybe can add a bit of impetus now towards the end of this game. Like to see it. Carrasco to take this free kick. Herrera going in for the tackle. The ball is just bouncing near the halfway line. Awkward for both teams to deal with. And I've just took my eye off it, and Suarez is down now. I don't know if it was a hand gesture or something like that. And now Oblak has gone down. Williams, a really quite rash way of going in for the ball. I think Atletico Madrid are calling for a red card there. He's calling over... Yeah, Oblak looks in distress there. Right hand caught. So Williams gets past Hermoso. Nutmegs him. Then just almost throws his studs into the goalkeeper. Yeah, that's a nasty one. That's a really nasty one. I don't think there's any intention, but he definitely lifts his studs. Madrid will be calling for a red card there, and Simeone just waving his arms around very intensely. Only a yellow card for Nico Williams. Probably count himself a bit lucky. Yellow card is definitely merited. Some might give a red. Oblak's fine. No injury. But it did look a bit nasty on his hand. So they're replaying what happened to Suarez and basically runs into the back of Martinez. Nothing happened there. Not sure what Suarez is trying to gain from that. He knows that VAR is there. It won't be called up for a silly foul like that he's trying to get. And Kuna just places the ball out of play. Misplaced pass. And Madrid are getting agitated and frustrated now. Very frustrated. So, getting scrappy now. Getting very, very scrappy. It looks like it's Kuna who's down with the injury. Nothing too serious. So we're up the 83rd minute. And probably time to vote for man of the match. And Atletico Madrid try keeping it in. Can Savage get his head on it? Oh. Vivian just about Martinez, sorry. No, Vivian. Just about dealing with that awkward one. The ball was bouncing in the box and Atletico Madrid have got a corner. And the cross from DePaul over from Savage over the bar. So it's not been a extremely eventful game, but I'm just curious as to who you think has been man of the match. I don't think there are standout winners in this one. I think I'm putting up 4 options to ones I think are worth a shout. I think Vivian, Martinez, both centre-backs, have had a credible performance. I think Llorente, De Paul have both been decent. Jimenez. So I'm gonna ask maybe 2 from each team, and you decide who is your man of the match. So, vote now for your man of the match. 5 minutes from the end. Goal kick for Opa. The foul to Atletico Madrid. Despite Berenger being the one down. Holding his face there. Mistime tackle there from both. Mistime tackle. There's a bit of a scrap between De Paul and Berenger. Still is a free kick to Atletico Madrid though. It looks like it's done. The other Garcia is coming off this time. For Zaraga. Okay. Underwhelming performance as well from Garcia. The ball just is too far for Carrasco, too heavy. Can't get to that. And it's quite clear that Madrid have clear intentions of winning this game, but they've completely lost their composure near the end here since that Felix red card. From what I saw, it seemed extremely harsh. I thought that was a very harsh red card. But, so, votes for so far, people are saying De Paul, some saying Martinez, some saying Vivian. I'm guessing, 4 votes in. De Paul has been impressive. I've liked him. I think he could have had a better game, but I think it's still a very decent game from his half. I think he wasn't helped much by Carrera and Griezmann being lost in the first half. Not sure how they know how to really play with against a 4-man defence like Bilbao's. And it's not an extremely ambitious back four. They both fullbacks stay back quite a bit, so Carrera and Griezmann couldn't really find the space that they want. Williams now getting past Carrasco. Gets the ball in. No, Herrera gets in front of that, just on the edge of the box. Now Suarez is near the middle of the pitch. It's 5 against 1. He can't do much. Now Bilbao have got it back in Madrid's half. Poorly weighted pass there, and Savage can intercept. It's Kuna. It's across now to Carrasco. He's got Suarez out wide. Carrasco's asking Suarez, why is Suarez sticking to left wing? He's got no one in the box to give it to. Carrasco does well, gets to Suarez. Suarez has got no options in the box, except Kuna just lightly coming in. So 88 minutes, Herrera in the centre circle with the ball. Now De Paul gets it wide to Carrasco. Carrasco had space to run to, decided against it. Back to De Paul, gets it across field. Can Llorente get on the end of it? He does. Bit of a heavy first touch. And they lose at Madrid again. Kuna gets the tackle in. Goes out for a goal kick. So Balenciaga has also been quite impressive in this game. Surprised no one's voting for Llorente, I didn't put Llorente in there, did I? I could have put Llorente in there. I thought his crossing and his passing was just a bit off. He had some great chances. For the moment, it's DePaul dominating the votes with 43%. I couldn't disagree with that. I think all four are quite worthy of man of the match. I think Martinez probably the least out of them all. Vivian and Martinez, I think, have got 1 vote each. So yeah, despite being 0-0, it seems like everyone thinks the Atletico Madrid players were the ones who stood out. I think defensively, that's without doubt the Bilbao players. Great defensive unit there from the back. Vivian on the ball. Back to Luku. And Herrera's been impressive since coming on, so it's a credit to him. He's held that role very impressively since Kundogbu has come off. Probably could have got a card, or probably could have got sent off. Got nothing. But has definitely restricted Bilbao from attacking in that centre. Ooh, and now Williams got a chance. Oh, is it over? It was Villa Libre, sorry, I got that confused. And when Herrera was finally on the ground, Williams attacked through the centre, right at Jimenez and Savic. And Villa Libre just chips it, but too powerful over the bar. Another great chance for Bilbao. Ooh, and what a pass from Carrasco there. Just too heavy for Kuna. This is starting to get end-to-end stuff now. And got 6 minutes added on here, so... So 1 minute 1 into added time. And Williams is looking to get past Hermoso. Fails to do so. Kuna on the ball in his own half. Under some pressure. Manages to get out to Suarez. And Suarez, I'm confused about his role in this Atletico Madrid team right now. Obviously now that Felix has come off, it changes everything, but he's just sticking out wide and offering no options in the box, but not really serving much purpose out wide. And Carrasco gets the ball in. No one's there on the end of that ball. So Atletico Madrid's crosses have been very lackluster. Jimenez tries to get a shot away, goes over the bar. He had the chance. Simeone applauding it. And now that Villa Libre shot, it's just showing again, and was such a poor shot. He hasn't got the body position right. Okay, but if that's the case, then don't completely sweep at the ball. Sweep at the ball, DePaul. There we go. And now Bilbao are trying to put pressure up front, but their positioning is a bit weird. That Herrera has been dominant, but they're playing with almost two supporting strikers and one striker, but in a very narrow space. Which I guess is fine if you've got one man advantage, which they do. So Chuck Cape saying Felix has still played out of position. He's an attacking midfielder, not a striker centre forward. I agree to a certain extent. Then Simeone won't change his game plan for Felix. He just won't. He's tried adapting it to fit Suarez and Felix in, and even then, I still think DePaul is an attacking midfielder. I think he'd be a great attacking midfielder. So where do you put him in that? Oh, Carrasco dribbling past. Can he get a shot away? He can't get it away. Herrera on the outside of the box. DePaul too. Curls that shot, and it's not far over from DePaul. So Herrera can't get the shot away, then DePaul does. And I think Unai Simon is furious that Madrid are getting shots away when they've got a one-man disadvantage. If you're Bilbao in this position, you want to make sure that Madrid have no time to breathe on the ball. You've got that advantage. You shouldn't be wearing yourself out. They should be more tired than Bilbao at this point. And Bilbao still in possession here. And Marcelo just out wide, looking to get the cross in. And it's Hermoso who gets his head on the ball. Dropping awkwardly in the box from Madrid. Jimenez just gets the wrong side there. It's away from DePaul. Yeah, so even just this end of the match, I think we can all agree that DePaul is definitely within a shout. Sorry, that doesn't make sense. With a shout of man of the match this game. Jimenez is second place currently on the voting. And yeah, Berenger getting in the box there. Berenger took up a more central role as well in the second half, but every time he's got into the box and got the ball, he makes the wrong decision. There he makes a back pass, he backheels it, and it's not checked where anyone is. He's not looked. So he's causing problems for Atletico Madrid, but he's not caused enough problems for them. He's been very ineffective. Williams on the ball. Gets past Savic with a great 1-2. Gets Marcelo in. Marcelo's shot is blocked by Llorente. I think the idea of Trippier coming off, Kuna comes into Llorente's position in midfield. Llorente takes that right wing back roll up. He's not looked too comfortable in that right wing back role at the moment. Carrasco hasn't looked to want to defend that much on the left hand side. This is forcing the three other players to spread out a bit behind them, and it's man to man now, and Bilbao are starting to find ways through. If this match was just a bit longer, they might have found a way to score. Ooh, and the shot there over the bar. And it looks like we're at the 6th minute of time, and it comes to a halt. Match ends 0-0, and Jimenez gets a yellow card at the end of that match. A second yellow card? It looks like he's going to the back pocket now. It looks like the referee is reaching for the back pocket. Oblak is just talking with them now. So it's ended 0-0. And Jimenez is furious because Carrasco looked in on goal. And he ended the match while Madrid looked like they could break away. But then the referee has to whistle at some point, doesn't he? The goalkeeper had the ball, so he ended the match. You can't really end it closer to your own goal or in a less dangerous position, even if he was breaking away. So Jimenez has been voted man of the match, and that's why I put his name forward. I thought he was also quite worthy of it. The viewing here has been there's some votes. DePaul has without doubt won the votes here amongst us. I think DePaul's a great shout as well. So did you ever figure out Felix's red card? It was just for complaining to the referee constantly. I think it was a very severe one. I think it was really harsh to give Felix that red card. But within the space of a few seconds, Felix kept continuing to complain and the referee got the red card out. That's all I understood from the whole situation, and I think that's it. I really think that's it, because he didn't commit a foul. It was just his mouth. So, just going to have a look over at our trusted sofa score. So it looks like, yeah, if you look at the Jimenez argument, Kuna argument, Savic argument, Felix argument, and Felix foul, despite the foul going in Atletico Madrid's favour, which probably isn't correct here. If you look at just updating, apologies, that was a bit unexpected. So, if you look at the ratings that they've given here, purely based off statistics, it says Vivian is probably the best player for Bilbao. I'd somewhat agree. I think he had a solid match. He seemed to deal with everything okay in the second half. Suarez came in on that last man, and Vivian was dealing with that very well. In Atletico Madrid side, here it says Rodrigo de Paul. Jimenez was the one who got man of the match in the end, and probably has a lower rating because of that yellow card. Not sure how the ratings work exactly. So the statistics, 55% possession to Atletico Madrid, 14 shots to Atletico Madrid, 6 to Bilbao, 2 on target for Madrid and 0 to Bilbao, etc. And in the fouls, it was quite a few fouls, 10 for Madrid and 10 for Bilbao. And yes, 8 yellow cards in the whole match, quite big as well. Now, big chances. There was that one in the first half for Atletico Madrid, and that stayed the same throughout the whole 90 minutes. 2 for Bilbao. That, I'm guessing, is that Williams' chance and that Villa chance where he lobs over the bar. So, yeah, probably a draw is a fair result on reflection. Jimenez's red card might have been a tad severe. Oh, I didn't even transition properly to the screen. Apologies. And probably a bit harsh on Felix to get that red card. I thought it was a bit unfair. But in the end, you can't argue with the referee, and Atletico Madrid have got most of their cards today because of arguing with the referee. They didn't look like they'd win the game anyway. They didn't create big chances even before that red card. They might have afterwards. Felix and Suarez and Carrasco all looked like they had a big effect on the game. Even Herrera was terrific in that position. So all the substitutions made a difference, but not enough for Atletico Madrid to win the game. So a bit unfortunate there for Simeone's side. And yeah, there's not much more that can be said. I'll end the poll now. The poll is our man of the match. I can agree with that. I might have gone Jimenez as well, depending, but the poll is a very, very good suggestion. Don't forget to put your comments in as usual. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as usual. I will say thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you for everyone for interacting. It's been fun. Not the greatest match, but this match sees Atletico Madrid on top before Real Madrid's clash at Valencia tomorrow. So that's something. Bilbao are now currently in the top 4 before Real Sociedad play their match, which is against Sevilla. So big match there tomorrow. Sevilla, who are 6th, but having played a lot less matches. Anyway, I've been Seb True. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again on Let's Talk Sport. Bye-bye.